tips are added.
Hello and welcome back to Mighty Number 9. We are on the final Mighty Number, and to get me through this, I am joined with...
Careful with these wins.
Live at 5, it's Verona News Radio.
Lost him again.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting into character a little bit.
I don't... Why? I hate Avi so much.
Co-opted the television.
I am going to go with the differing opinion here. I will be the minority and say that I like Avi.
A lot of people...
I'm also going to be the jerk that says that as much as people hate the stage, this was the first one I beat.
It's not that hard of a stage, really, once you get the gimmick.
Arrived at the tower. Mighty Number 6.
It really isn't. Oh, first and foremost, let's show off Countershade's weapon. It is fucking horrible.
It looks cool. That's the thing. Like, it looks like it's going to be effective, and then you look at your bar and realize that one shot took off, like, a third of it.
Yeah, you can only get maybe 4 shots if you're lucky. And I understand it's supposedly powerful. You know, like, it's supposed to be a sniper's bullet, and it's supposed to be strong, but it's not. Like, sometimes you can shoot these guys once, and they're still going to need another shot, so...
Pretty much. And you know what else is better?
This sword?
This guy.
Oh.
And now, live from Avi News World Headquarters, continuing coverage of...
I love this part.
Nation.
I absolutely just love the fact he gives himself his own sound effects. Like, I get it. People think he's annoying, but at the same time, really, he's the best of a lot of bad options. Because what are your other choices? Cold Puns, Grizzled War Veteran, or Edgelord Bloom?
Very true, very true. I don't know, like, I mean, as somebody that liked Claptrap from Borderlands, this guy gets on my nerves.
I think that part of the thing that lets me enjoy Avi is the fact that as many lines as he does get in this game compared to a lot of the others, he never really overstays his welcome outside of this one stage.
True. There is. I'm not sure how he is in Pyro's stage. Oh, I guess we'll find out later if I decide to do that.
He's there just long enough to actually make you chuckle a little bit.
Okay.
And then otherwise he gets out.
Your plan is working perfectly well.
That's good. I can deal with that.
Fair warning though, he does have one cringe-worthy pun.
Of course there's a pun.
It's still more relevant than any of Cryo's lines, so I'll give you that.
Okay, fair enough. Now, this is our mini-boss of the stage, because we have to have either a mini-boss or a arena fighting normal mooks in every stage, or both. Also, I'm sure...
This one's pretty cool, though, because at least you're getting to watch the damage that you're doing.
Yeah, it's multi-tiered, and I appreciate that at the very least.
It's not Pong.
Right. Man, let me tell you, I'm so glad I have the backer weapon for that piece of shit.
No kidding.
And now, Avi News traffic from the Avi 1 Eye in the Sky traffic copter.
Now,
Avi,
this part,
accident about to happen on the airship, Avi. A piece of...
I don't really know how I feel about this part, aside from annoyance.
There's some positive to it.
What? I mean, breaking news. The piece of trash brought a friend and is no fun at all!
Just that line is very awesome. But this is the part where Countershade comes in. It is literally the only place he comes in, and it's very much like a not issue anyway. Much like how Bran was a not issue when he intervened in the Dynatron stage.
I think it's more like if I want to actually, if you wanted to, you could actually kind of quantify the number of the tiers of how useful the other numbers are in the stages.
Yeah.
Like Pyro, obviously, best one.
Best one.
Because it,
hands down.
no question. Shade here is probably like, I want to say like third tier. He's not he's not just cosmetic like brand or mix help, quote unquote, is, but you don't need him. Like, literally, the only difference is about a 30-second timer of whether or not the airship's going to explode.
More or less.
Now to Avi for the weather.
Also, here, I like to just play around with the grab animation, because there's a good time where both your hands are off the thing.
Oh, yeah, I see that. and like, this section right here is probably why a lot of people hate this stage, because the wind, when it's going against you, is really difficult to deal with.
It's a pain in the ass. You have to use the reflector.
Oh yeah, and like
or boost.
This is as Beck trying to do this level as Ray is a friggin' nightmare.
Yeah, no, I've legit never done anything with Ray outside of the first level in a different playthrough, because Ray is just fucking impossible. Like, literally impossible.
The vampirism is a nice idea, but the implementation of it is horrendous.
Horribly poor. After 2 seconds, your health starts depleting like mad, and you better hope to God you get, like, some dude to vampirism off of. And even then, the timer is so small, like, you have to constantly be moving, constantly be hitting things, because, dear God.
Yeah, pretty much. And this section right here is actually a little bit fun because, like, there are two whole achievements that are tied to basically this one vertical segment. The one for going up 100 meters and the one for going down, and you can just pop them both off here. Because, like, I don't know if people see it, but when he dashes in the wind, he goes up. And since you can infinite dash, you basically have, like, the equivalent of a poor man's space jump from Metroid.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. You know, I mean, that's cool, but it threw me off the first time I've ever done that.
Oh yeah, I ran into the spikes like twice first time.
Avi News headquarters.
Yeah, I was just like, holy shit, and it like, but once you get to know it, it's pretty nice, somewhat.
Pretty much.
And now to Avi for the weather.
And now this part right here, like, this I feel like is a glitch, or not a glitch, but you know, something that they should have caught, because he reused the same line from the earlier segment for that.
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna fix this in editing, or not. You know what? Fuck it. You guys are gonna see some black.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. You know that 3 seconds of black is not gonna hurt anybody.
Okay, found him.
Pretty much. And like I said, I beat Avi first. I don't have the rainbow laser like you do. I just shot him to death with the Buster.
It makes it a lot faster. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but I found it easy when he's doing this move. Just stand in the opposite platform from him and just button mash.
Yeah, that.
You'll take out the camera, and by the time he starts swooping, you'll start doing enough damage to him to hit the dash.
Yeah, it's not too bad, thankfully. So this attack is fairly easy if you're standing in certain places. In fact, you can actually grab onto the ledges on the side. It's just, I don't, because it's a little too risky, generally.
Yeah, it's like, this part of it is okay, but once he gets lower health, he starts bullet helling the line, and it's just so much easier to just grab the ledge and hide.
Oh yeah. Or, if you happen to defeat Brandish, hey, just mash that button.
Yeah. Let's get some Not Zero up in there to fight this Not Gyro Man.
Also, you can actually jump through the bullet pattern, too, if you time it right. Which is kind of nice. I like that. I appreciate that.
I'm just amazed that you're able to actually hit him with Shade's bullets, because, like, I can never pull it off.
It technically wants to home in on an enemy, but the problem is, like, getting it to do that right.
Direction, twice.
You know? Like, that's the only problem I've ever had with Counter Shades. It's like, it has its own, like, I don't know, AI or something when you try to hit it. off of things.
There's some weird homing algorithm to it that I could not even attempt to try and figure out, because it seems there are times where it seems like it's going to go towards the enemy you want it to, and then it spirals off towards someone else.
Mm-hmm. And of course, there's me just losing my shit against, because I don't have enough fucking energy to use Counter Shade's weapon.
Pretty much.
And, I figure if you have at least enough, if you still have stuff, like, it hasn't even come back yet either. That's, like, the most fucked up thing, too. When I switched quickly over to Counter Shades, you notice, like, I was still at the, barely anything percent.
Yeah, here's the thing that bugs the crap out of me with the specials. The energy does not recharge unless you are in that mode. So, like, there is no such thing as using all shade shots and then swapping off and coming back to it later.
Okay, I do appreciate Beckles. I really appreciate Beckles. I don't know why. There
is one that he gets off in a later stage that is probably my favorite one. It's a stage or two away from where you are right now, though. But yeah, that's really, besides being the traffic copter dude, that's Avi's other little verbal tick is weird nicknames for Beck.
And it's great. I do enjoy giving things stupid ass names, because I do that in real life.
Professor,
I have inadvertently called a coworker of mine whose name is Becky. I've inadvertently called her Beckles a couple times.
Wow. I generally go with, like, hey, what's up, Broham Guy Sidon? Just
right.
Because it's just there. Yes. So, this part, the cartoonishly evil guy who looks cartoonishly evil.
At least Sonda's appropriately being an asshole about it.
Oh yeah, no, he's being snide. He's trying to be as pleasant as possible, but he's also being a snide dick.
confirming.
Well, let's be fair. I would be a snide dick to this guy too.
Oh yeah.
Robots are rampaging throughout the city.
Yes, thank you, Call, for monotoning that.
Oh yes.
We'll send help right away. Right?
Now, here's the thing that comes up.
Yes, of course. But, Mr. Graham, one question.
Like, as far as I know, Dr. White did a shit ton of stuff for Cherry Dynamics. Like, almost as much as Dr. Blackwell.
Else would it be, boy?
Like, how do you not know who he is? Apparently, Dr. White is a famous doctor or roboticist or whatever you want to call him. How do you not know who the fuck he is? He worked for your company.
I think of it more as just Graham's an idiot who doesn't understand, he doesn't know the names of any of his employees.
But he only knows Blackwell. I guess because he's a scapegoat because he's in a prison.
Yeah, he clearly has a grudge against Blackwell.
Prison?
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Graham being cartoonishly evil, I highly doubt,
The only thing that keeps White from being officially a villain is the fact that he's your boss, basically.
yeah, more or less. And that would have actually been really cool, is if, all of a sudden you find out that he's, actually the villain. He's just, a really shitty dude.
I'd be quite content to never see him
And
again for the rest of the
this right here, this is the only real foreshadowing to this, but obviously there's some sort of personal history between White and Blackwell.
See, and as far as I know, they were doing that before, but that it has been way more direct there.
Attention! A new...
Yeah, they mentioned that obviously he knew him, but they're not.
Yeah.
That's the point where it's obvious that it's more personal than just professional.
So this weapon I don't understand. The attack power of it is pretty nice, actually. But, it's supposed to act like a high jump, but I swear to God, I can't get it to do the high jump thing. You remember in Ray's stage and a lot of other stages, there's those things that are just out of the way, and I've tried, I've held the button down, I've jumped, and it doesn't high jump. It doesn't do that.
You have to hold the weapon down, and it's basically like having an underwater jump. If you let go, you attack, and therefore you can't do the jump. But if you're just in that mode, you don't get the jump.
Now this
Wow,
death,
Tell me we got
That is so mean, by the way. Tell me we got all that. Like, fuck you too,
That-
man.
That's like my favorite Avi battle line too. Like most of his lines are decent enough, but that one right there is just like I would want that kind of reaction.
Right. Yeah, especially because that was legit my fault. I hate Avi's stage a lot. His battle stage. I hate Avi's battle stage. I hate it.
Yeah, everyone else, it's, the walls might be dangerous if they're even there, but it's at least a flat area to walk around in. Nope, here's 3 platforms over death.
Yeah. But I don't understand why I jumped off. I tried to jump. I swear to God, I tried to jump, but it was just like, nope, and I just noticed that I was falling to my death, and I was fucked. So that's not the game's fault. Maybe it was the game's fault. Maybe it absorbed one of the inputs, because that happens in games every once in a while. But I'm not gonna go and say that was the case, because I can't remember if I was just.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say that was the game screwing up.
I could have just had bitch fingers at that point, Where it's like, fuck you, we're doing what we want right now, which was to kill me. Right.
It didn't want to be playing the game either.
Or more or less. But with that, we're on to the best.
I'm sorry.
I hate
I'm
this
so
stage.
sorry.
Call stage is atrocious, and I should have put my lives up to 9, because I had to play through that stage at least one other time. And
I'm so sorry.
I died a lot, because they did a lot of stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
But we're going to save that rage for that level.
Something fun to look forward to.
Oh, yes. So, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one, folks.
Mute. End the game. Initializing power down sequence. Bye for now.